Okay, right now we're using the Q8, Samson Q8, plugged in with a 35 millimeter really thick XLR to 35 millimeter cord plugged into the line in on the Zoom H1. So right now it's plugged into the line in on the Zoom H1. And I don't know how it sounds. Hopefully it sounds good. And I'm holding the mic right at lower chest level right here, so you could barely see it. If I move it down right here, I wonder how this sounds. What if it's back this far? Does that sound good? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're gonna be talking about today, when I yell, it goes to the red. So I don't know how that's gonna sound. Samson Q8. And I'm not recording on the Zoom. I could record on the Zoom, so if I hit record now, that should be recording on the Zoom, and it should be recording on both, on the camera as well. How does this sound? Does this sound good? I don't have any lights on. Hopefully you could see me. And now let's test out unplugging that. We already tested out the Zoom H5 with that sound. So I'm going to unplug it again, and then you're going to hear the Zoom H5. I'm going to put the Zoom H5 in the same spot. So now I have the Zoom H5 exactly where the Samson mic was. How does this sound? Does this sound better? Does this sound better than the Zoom H5? I don't know. So let me know how this sounds. This is also recording at the same time. This is how it looks. How does this sound? Does this sound better than the Samson Q8? And then if I can put it close to my mouth, I won't do that in the videos, but if I did, how does this sound? Kids are playing downstairs, but they're not making a lot of noise. How does this sound? Okay, now I'm going to change ports. I'm going to use XLR instead of 35 millimeter with the Zoom H5, and I'm going to plug it into port 1. Now I'm going to turn off left and right, and I'm going to turn on 1. It won't let me while I'm recording. Okay, so now I have port 1 on in the XLR input on the Zoom H5, and then that's plugged into the Sony camera. How does this sound when it's close to me like this? How does it sound when it's out of the shot? So the way I want to record videos is to have the mic below my chest and out of the shot like this, so you could see me, but you can't see the mic. That way it's not in the way. It still needs to be on a tripod arm, so let me put that on a tripod arm. So right now it's pointing at my mouth, but you can't see it, and that's using the XLR port on the Zoom H5. Okay, so we did that. What's the other option? And then the other option is just plugging it straight into the camera, obviously. Hello, can you hear me? So now I'm going to plug it straight into the camera with the 35 millimeter jack. And then we already tested the Lav Mic straight into the camera. So yeah, we'll plug this straight into the camera. So I'm going to stop the Zoom H5 and we'll see how that sounds. So I'm going to unplug it. Okay, so now I have the Samson Q8 plugged in directly into the camera. So we've tested everything from the Lav Mic plugged in directly into the camera all the way to the Lav Mic plugged into the Zoom H5, which didn't work. So it's a cheap Lav Mic though. So now let me put this Samson Q8 on the tripod stand. So when I'm recording videos, this will be out of the view. How does that sound? I have the Sony a6400, the volume is set to 8, and then I have the Samson Q8 plugged directly into the camera. How does that sound? It's only going about halfway up on the volume. I just hit the mic. How does this sound? It's out of the view, so you can't see it. This is how I would speak during the day. Obviously, if I'm doing a video at night, I'd probably talk lower. So I'd probably talk like this at night so I don't wake people up. I probably should go to sleep too if it's at night. But this is how it sounds with the Samson Q8 plugged in from an XLR to 35 millimeter, plugged in directly into the Sony. Which one of these sounded better to you? Let me know. Thanks a lot. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I am recording with the Samson 8 plugged in directly to the laptop, and kids are coming upstairs making noise. Let's see if they hear me. Now I'm going to move it up closer, so I'm right here now. I don't think that's loud enough. It's like really low, but we're going to see how it sounds. I have it really close to me right now. So now I'm going to move it down here. Do you hear anything? I'm not sure if you will. Then I'm going to plug it into the Zoom H5 and see how that sounds. Now I'm back right here. Let's see how everything sounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now this is plugged in with the XLR to USB, plugged in directly into the computer. And the microphone is far away from my face. It's on an angle at below chest level, right below chest level. And then when I move it really close, how does this sound? Does this sound better than the other version? The problem is this is too close. It's really close. And then you can't really make videos like this. So let's see how everything looks. Okay. So now I'm recording while they're screaming. Let me stop it. You can actually suppress noise, right? Noise suppression. Boom. So now I'm suppressing noise. How does that sound? So it's further away. I'm going through the Zoom H5, which amplifies it. And I'm recording right now. This might actually be the best option, because when you think about it, if you're on the first page of Google, how are you gonna be on the first page of Google with your children yelling downstairs? You know? So how are you gonna be on the first page of Google? Right now, I'm using this Samson H5 and it's plugged into the Zoom H5, which amplifies it. Does this sound better? And I even hear the kids coming upstairs and they're not supposed to. They're breaking the rules right now while I'm recording this video. What is the problem? I got to get this fixed. Let me take this headset off. So we don't even have the lights on. So this is how it looks in the natural real world. If I put it this close, it's too loud. But I think this might be the best setup because it does amplify the sound. Then I don't have to have the mic in view. Now I'm going to try the Lav Mic. The Lav Mic might be a little bit better though, because with this, I would have to put this on the tripod like this, which is fine. But then when I'm on the computer, it could be in a little way. This sound might sound a little bit better though. This might sound a little bit better. Let me know if this sounds a little bit better. Let me know which one is the best. So right now I plugged my Samson Q8 into the Zoom H5, then plugged the Zoom H5 straight into the mic in on my laptop. On my previous desktop, the sound wasn't in sync, but this seems to be in sync without me having to delay the sound. Let's see. Yeah, it seems to be fine. There does seem to be a little bit of an echo. Does this sound good? So if I was closer, obviously I would sound like James Earl Jones, but not sure if that's the look I'm going for. So now I'm going to try the Lav Mic, the cheap Lav Mic. Where is it? Find the cheap Lav Mic. Where are you, cheap Lav Mic? Okay. Here's a cheap stereo Lav Mic. I think it was $10 on Amazon. I want this one to work because then I could just pin the mic on me. Don't know where. Maybe right here below my chest so people can't see it in the video. That way the mic tripod stand kind of gets in my way. This sounds fine, but it kind of gets in my way. So now I'm going to plug in the, what am I going to do? I'm going to plug in the Lav Mic to the Zoom H5 and see how that sounds. And I'm going to unplug the Samson Q8 first. Okay, now I hear something. This is the Zoom H5. If I put the Zoom H5 down here, I'm talking funny because I hear myself in the headset. So it's through the Zoom H5. And then what I wanted to do was plug the Lav Mic in so I can hear something. But then when I plug it in, nothing works. I think I broke the Lav Mic, but it works in the camera, which is weird. Or it did. I don't know. Maybe the Lav Mic is broken. I'm going to try it one more time. What am I going to do? Just plug it in like so. Yep, so looks like I need a new Lav Mic. Or I could just use this. How does this sound? Sounds like I'm drunk when I talk because I can hear myself echoing. How does the Zoom H5 sound compared to the Samson Q8? So I'm going to put the Zoom H5 in the same spot. Which one sounds better? Does the Samson Q8 sound better or does the Zoom H5? Do you hear the air conditioner or heater in the background? I know you hear this. That's the problem with the Samson Q8. This isn't as loud. See, I'm talking now, but you could hear my snaps just as loud. Just so you could see the difference, let me plug in the Samson Q8 one more time, then we'll wrap up. So I'm going to plug in the Samson Q8. So the Samson Q8 is plugged in. So now I'm going to turn off the sound on the left and right channel and press 1 for the Samson Q8. So get ready. This is a Zoom H5. Remember this? Wait, I snap better with it. This is a Zoom H5. Now watch the Samson Q8. Do you hear any background noise from the air conditioner? Now I'm going to switch. So now I switched. So now I'm at the Samson Q8. You hear it, but it's not as loud, right? You still hear it. Okay, so which one sounds better? So obviously if I do this, this is a lot better on the Samson Q8, I believe. So let me know. So I'm going to sit like this. I'm going to look at the camera. I'm going to make my videos, obviously make everything fit in frame, unlike it is right now. And then let me know which one sounds better. This is Samson Q8. I think this is the option I'm going to. It's plugged directly into the computer with XSplit. Or I could plug Samson Q8 into the camera, but the problem with that is I won't be able to record the sound into XSplit. And I like the XSplit option because I could do this really smoothly. I can do that. I could change scenes. I could do this. So I can add a new desktop. So with XSplit, I can just add my desktop like so. Desktop's there. Like that. So I already have my desktop in view, and you could edit videos easily because right now the video is rendering onto my computer. As you can see up here, this is the video I'm recording right now, this video. So as soon as I hit stop, the editing will be done because I'm not going to do a lot of editing. I could switch back and forth like this. I can add other scenes. And I believe this is the option I'm going to use for my videos to make it a little bit more exciting and not have to edit. All right. Let me know. Thanks.